Hi, welcome to the next video in how to get the best out of the Pro Wav MultiTrack Player from Worship Backing Band. In this video we're going to have a look at how we can use the volume sliders to set up two independent mixes. Now when I use this player live, I use a cable that's plugged into the headphone socket on my laptop so that I can send two different mixes, one on the left channel and one on the right channel. The one on the left channel is the mix that the congregation hear, and the one on the right channel is the one that I hear and that the rest of the band hears through our monitors. So let me show you how easy that is to do. So I've got a song 10,000 Reasons loaded, and all I'm simply going to do is go down each one of these 14 stems and decide who needs to hear that. So the initial click that counts the song in, I do not want the congregation to hear that. So I'm going to make the volume slider completely gone for that. And on the right side, I'm going to boost the volume a little bit for the band so that we know exactly when to come in. Now, we've got singers in our band, so we don't want any of the lead vocal to be heard, so I'm simply going to mute that. As for BVs, I don't want the congregation to hear the BVs, but I do want a little bit of BVs to be heard in the monitors, just so that our backing singers have got a reference point for their harmonies, so I'm going to leave that in there. Again, acoustic guitar I don't need, so I'm going to mute acoustic guitar. Electric guitar I do, and I want that to be heard about middle volume by both the congregation and our monitor mix, so I'm going to leave that there. Likewise, electric 2 and keys. Keys 2, I'm going to boost a little bit in the band's mix and reduce it just a little bit in the congregation mix. And as for the bass, now my bass player is not very confident at the moment, so I would like the bass to be heard just a little bit in the congregation and a little bit in the monitors to keep the bass player confident of what they're playing. As for the drums, I'm taking the drums out because I don't need the drums. Extras I'm leaving in, and again for the click, I don't want the click to be heard in the congregation, and I do want the click to be heard. Now we're fortunate that we can have in-ear monitors, so I can have the click nice and loud in our monitor mix. But if I didn't, I could mute that one and use the natural click instead, and the natural click will sit into the mix and is much less obvious. So I don't need the natural click, so I'm going to mute that one. And again, vocal cues. I don't want the congregation to hear the vocal cues, but we need to hear the vocal cues nice and clearly. So there we go. That's roughly my mix set up. I can tinker with that as I need to. And when I'm done, I simply click Save Song Mix. Now, even if I delete the song out of the playlist, let me just show you, and go and bring in two different songs. 10,000 Reasons. You'll see that as soon as I loaded 10,000 Reasons, my monitor mix and my mix set up is exactly the same and ready to go. So that's how easy it is. You've got two sliders for each of the stems, a left and a right volume. Set the volumes as you want, click save, and your mixes will be saved ready to use with the Pro Wav MultiTrack Player. Hope that helps. God bless.